wanted to share a little message today about what to do as an investor when the seasons change. And I don't mean when the seasons change like fall, winter. I'm talking about when seasons change, like the markets are changing and rates are changing, and there's talks about recessions and things like that. I want to share a little bit with you about what we're seeing today from our real estate investors that are really dialed in and focused in right now in this season, through the market hikes on rates and just values adjusting a little bit in certain real estate sectors. Here's one of the strategies that we are really employing right now for our real estate investors that are dialed in. They're really focused on scaling and growing their business and using our capital and our programs to continue to buy rentals in one of those spaces right now. One of the things about the primary owner or primary homeowner in purchasing is you hear a lot in the news that they're sitting still right now and they're waiting. They don't want to buy while rates are high. But here's a little secret to that. As a real estate investor myself, these are strategies that I had to use at certain times. But when a real estate investor comes to us in the non-QM private capital world, what we're able to do is help them purchase properties at 80% loan to value right now. And because we're private money, we are able to do things right now with rates in the low sixes to help those investors buy those properties. So here's one of the strategies that I used and that we're helping a lot of investors use right now. They're buying properties that are rentals, and they can still rent them out. Market rents are still good. There's even some buying Airbnbs. But if you want to attract an actual homeowner, the lease option is one of the key strategies when you combine it with using private money to buy the property. The reason being is because, like we have example of gosh, two or three real estate investors that came to us to purchase properties and say, hey, well, I've got a quote from my conventional lender. I just went to the bank, and here's what they came at. They came back at 70% loan to value. Yeah, the rate was at something like 6.5, let's just say. And then they come over, they get a term sheet from us, and we're offering them 80% loan to value at 6.75. A difference of only like a quarter point, less than a half a point difference, and we're low doc, no doc, or light doc, right? So we don't verify employment or income. We also don't put any limits on how many rentals you can buy. Whereas in the conventional world, I believe once you hit either 8 or 13, then you cannot continue to buy. But here's the thing. Here's what I want to get back to. If you're buying these properties right now and you're saying, listen, I want to be able to buy it and I want to sell it. When you purchase that property, we've got a program that will allow you to do a cash out refinance if you wanted to. Like, let's say you're going to purchase it, fix it up. You can cash out refi it at 75% loan to value, get your cash back out and keep it as a rental or roll it to your rental inventory. And then stick a tenant in there, obviously, and have them actually sign a lease option to purchase it from you whenever you're ready. Whether you're doing a 12-month option, a 2-year option, a 3-year option, that's really up to you. But the key behind this is this: when you're purchasing that property at 6.5% or 6.25%, right? In today's market at 80% loan to value, and you put a tenant in there on a lease option, they get to take advantage of the 6.5 or 6.25 rate that you've actually purchased the property for, right? Instead of saying, hey, I want to wait until rates come down, they get to take advantage of the rate now, get into the property, and what happens is you get a tenant in that property with the mindset of being an owner. We have investors that have done properties that have been fully renovated, new everything. New windows, new doors, new floors, new kitchens, new bathrooms, new roofs, new everything. And so when you get a tenant in there that looks at that property and they make it their home, they want to stay in it. They don't want to exit. They don't want to leave. All right. So right now there's no better time to be using private money than now. Our loan to values are above average. Our rates are above average. The qualifying is a much simpler, faster process. We're even closing loans still right now in 2 to 3 weeks. We can do full appraisals, BPOs, or hybrids. It just depends on what the deal is, and we can cater to many different credit score tiers. It's just a matter, again, of what you've got going on. Send us a scenario, send us something to look at, and we can help you get a term sheet without doing any hard credit pull. We just need to know the details and the deal, and we can go from there. So I wanted to share that a little bit with you. Right now, we have some investors that are just staying super aggressive in today's market. It's that time of year when a lot of people are just on vacation, they're pulling back, they're spending time with family. But then we have other investors that are saying, now is just time to be aggressive, to go find deals that have less competition on, right? Which leads me to one final point about the competition. Most of the homeowners right now out there have just been burnt out on the bid war situation that went on for years, right? So they go and they look at a property, and then many of you know this, they come back and you try to make an offer and it goes 15, 20, 25% over ask. But if you're buying a property as a real estate investor and you're putting someone in there on the lease option at the price that you set, they don't have to deal with the bid war situation. They know exactly what they're getting and exactly how much they're paying for it, which is actually going to be a fair price, right? So if you're thinking about increasing your rental inventory and you're out there aggressively looking for properties, I just can't say it enough that now is the best time of year. This is the season to be doing that, right? Competition is low, but the deals can be found, and you can utilize strategies like this to make sure that you just keep scaling and growing your real estate investing business, because we've got access to all the capital you need. Stop by and visit us at rfsfunding.com/real estate and look for some more videos. We're going to be talking about the gap funding, unsecured funding, and some of the credit lines, all the other programs that we have available for real estate investors like yourself.